my belief is that when trust is broken, if there's a lot of energy around rebuilding that trust, it can actually be better than if there were no issues at all, right? These are defining moments. And usually it's around a significant event when there was an expectation that a teammate or a colleague was to do something and they dropped the ball, or they weren't available, or they behaved in ways that completely destroyed, the one-on-one relationship or the team. And what needs to happen is the communication, the conversation about that event, and to really do a deep exploration into what was happening without assumption and without judging. I mean, we've judged that situation as that person, wasn't a team player, and so trust is lost. It's a judgment we make. So the ability to check what might have been going on. What else don't I know about how that person behaved, what was thinking was going on, what was the context, and to have a deep exploration of that with the other person to validate some assumptions you might be carrying around, I think is important to do. One of two things will happen. Either your assumptions will be borne out, and that will validate the perception that you have as an accurate assessment of what went on, or you might learn something that says, well, okay, there's some extenuating circumstances there, there's some other things I don't take into consideration. It makes me think differently about level of trust. I'm still impaired in terms of my trust level with that person, although not as significant maybe as before. Under either circumstance, though, it's important to say, all right, what do we do going forward to make sure that we're not in this place? And again, it comes back to what's the communication? What will have to happen for you to begin trusting me or trusting me more, right? And for a person to be able to define that. What's one thing? Usually, frequently, communicate more specifically with me, more frequently with me, be more clear, keep your commitment. If you're going to do anything different than what we agreed upon, check with me first. Those types of things are typical garden variety things that help rebuild trust. And then over time, when a similar situation comes up and that person performs consistently with what was agreed upon, it helps rebond and reestablish that trust.